Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Chris Thorne Show. What's going on, everybody? It's your man Chris Thorne, and as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whether you're watching my content. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Ladies and gentlemen, I got a couple of stories that I want to bring to you today. Well, it's a right now. A brother on Facebook hit me up and he said he wanted me to do videos on these stories that I'm going to bring to you. So you probably want to get about 2 stories in this one video. And again, thanks to everybody for the get well wishes. It's coming and going. A couple of days I'll be good. Then the little symptoms start to come back or whatnot. But other than that, though, for the most part, I'm not having no major episodes like I had when I went to the emergency room or whatnot. So that's a good thing, I guess. So I'm just taking whatever cautious necessary, you know what I'm saying, to prevent from that happening again. So I'm telling y'all, please be careful with this weather. Be careful who you be around. Hey, if they sick or whatnot, man, please be careful of being around people because this shit is something serious. It is something. I mean, you went through what I went through when I ended up in the emergency room. I don't wish that on nobody. But in that though, hey, just take it day by day, trying to get better. So the first story I want to bring to y'all, we have a woman here by the name of Hannah Payne, and what we have here, from what I gathered so far, Hannah witnessed a hit and run. She followed the driver. Now get this. She witnessed a hit and run and followed the driver, I guess, who did the hit and run. And now she ended up being charged. How she ended up being charged? Well, let's listen together. So let me switch my screen here. And we're going to have a listen at how this happened, how strange this story is. All right. So let's have a listen.
After allegedly tracking down a hit-and-run suspect and then killing him, police say she is now facing murder charges. Investigators tell 11 Alive she could have easily avoided jail time.
Clayton County Police charged 21-year-old Hannah Payne with murder. Officers say it all started when she witnessed a crime in progress.
The witness to the hit and run.
Officers say a hit-and-run crash took place. They say 62-year-old Kenneth Herring slammed into an unknown victim's car and kept going. What about damage or injuries?
Not extensive damage on the vehicles.
No one was hurt. Officers say Payne saw Herring take off from the crime scene, so she followed him in her vehicle.
Was trying to intercede since the subject left the scene.
She was allegedly hot on Herring's tail and caught up with him about a mile away. And investigators say she cut in front of his vehicle, forcing him to stop.
Law enforcement experts say if you see a crime in progress and no one's life is in danger, be a really good witness. Make sure you call 911, give your location and a description of the vehicles or people involved. Then after that, let the professionals handle the rest. So in this case, should a Payne stayed in the car?
Correct. We recommend that people stay in the car.
Payne allegedly became more than just a witness.
An altercation then ensued between the two of them, and during the altercation, Mr. Herring was shot and killed.
Officers say it should not have ended this way.
Based on the facts and circumstances that come out during the investigation, they warranted the murder charge against her.
Well, tonight Payne's lawyer is calling this self-defense. However, she's going to have to explain that to a judge soon. Aisha?
Oh, okay. Wow. I can understand why he wanted me to do this story. I can understand why this brother wanted me to do this story. And this woman, in a sense, I guess you could look at her and say she's a good Samaritan. But in another sense, you could look at her and say she's a dumbass. Okay? This is why they tell you, be careful of people, because you don't know what the fuck is going on. You don't know what these people are packing. They're running for a reason. And you putting yourself in harm's way made this shit no better. Like they said, get the license tags or things like that, and describe the vehicle and describe how many people or who the people that you see in the vehicle. But to chase people down and try to get them to stop, ma'am, that's not self-defense. You put yourself in a situation, one that really had nothing to do with you, okay? Two, you don't know what you're getting yourself into. Now you done got charged because you killed somebody. Now they saying self-defense. No, this ain't no self-defense. Nope. Because if you hadn't left that man alone, you would have never been in this situation that you're in right now. Preach. So you put yourself in a situation, blocked this man's car, woman's car, whoever, and you got into a scuffle, an unnecessary scuffle, and you turn around and shot this person. I don't see self-defense in this at all. Okay. I would see if it was self-defense if you witnessed the hit and run and you went and tried to see what's wrong with the person that was involved in the vehicle, and that person then came to you, start fucking with you, point the gun at you, or whatever the case may be, then I would see your story being somewhat credible. But no, ma'am, you sat up here and followed this man or this woman, whoever the fuck that you followed, and caused your own self to get in trouble. You could just sit right there with the person who was hurt or whatever and call 911 and describe to them what happened. And see, this is a problem with a lot of us in general. We try to play hero just to get people to pat us on the back. And a pat on the back sometimes is good. A lot of times it is good to be recognized for good things that we have done. But it's not always a good thing because it brings unwanted attention. All right? It brings unwanted people around you. It brings unwanted attention. And then you get fucked up outcomes like this right here. Ma'am, you was 21 years old. And now you done fucked yourself up. Trying to play Captain Save. Or should I say Captain Saver? However the hell you want to put it. Trying to play superhero. Now you got yourself in trouble. Just shot somebody. Killed somebody. Because you try to play superhero. Fucking amazing. Fucking amazing. This is crazy. This is real crazy. What I would do, I will post this link in the description box and let y'all have a look at it yourself. What's going on. Now, however, I want to pull up something else that he brought to my attention that he wanted me to talk about. Apparently, she received bond on this situation. And not only that, they say this is a second bond. Okay, they say this is a second bond. So it reads as follows. So this happened on, now this about the second bond happened on October the 4th. But I think the original story happened somewhere in July something. I don't know. Y'all can look it up yourself. Her name is Hannah Payne. This right here was updated on September the 30th. It said a judge in Atlanta granted $320,000, $320,000 bond, if I say that right, on Friday to 21-year-old Hannah Payne, a woman accused of shooting an elderly man to death in May. Well, this happened in May. So you killed an elderly man. Wow. Then it said Payne, dubbed the female George Zimmerman, was arrested on murder charges in May, but was granted a $100,000 bond at the end of the month. She was arrested again in June because a grand jury indicted her on more charges related to the shooting. Payne was eventually charged with felony murder, malice murder, aggravated assault, false imprisonment, and possession of a firearm during a felony. Oh, she was a felony with a firearm. Oh, wow. Wow. Excuse me. Payne was eventually charged with felony murder, malice murder, aggravated assault, false imprisonment, and possession of a firearm during a felony. Although she was granted a bond as of Friday afternoon, she had not been released from the county jail. This says something about Payne called 911 on May the 7th and reported a hit and run involving a car of 62-year-old Kenneth Herring. The 911 operator repeatedly told Payne to wait at the scene of the crime, but she ignored their pleas and chased Herring in the car. This is why they said she's the female George Zimmerman, because they too told her, stay your ass where the fuck you at. Let us handle it. She's an idiot too. Let's have a listen.
Ron will not be getting out of jail before trial. She put her head down in court when a judge listened to that 911 call that she made during the incident. Channel 2's Tom Jones live in Clayton. And Tom, that she claimed that the other driver was drunk, but prosecutors say no drugs, no alcohol were found in the victim's system.
That's right, Justin, and that's important because on the 911 call, you hear Hannah Payne say that the victim, Kenneth Herring, was drunk, and that's why she followed him here, where prosecutors say she shot him. On that call, you can also hear her screaming at the victim. That's 22-year-old Hannah Payne during
Oh,
a
wow.
call
Are you
where
serious?
She screamed at 62-year-old Kenneth Herring last May on Riverdale Road.
Are you serious?
You hear scuffling and then...
Ma'am! Yes. Ma'am! He just pulled the trigger of my gun in my hand. Ma'am, you are not supposed to follow him.
Payne claims
Oh,
Herring
wow.
shot himself with
Oh,
her
wow.
gun. Prosecutors say she murdered him.
And instead of complying with law enforcement, this defendant directly disobeyed law enforcement, resulting in his death.
Holy
Payne witnessed
shit.
Herring hit a truck and later leave the scene. She called 911.
Okay, no, we actually do not want you to chase him. We just want
Idiot.
Payne got Herring's tag number and ignored the operator's request to return to the scene.
He is drunk. I'm sorry, but I'm here to tell you I'm not going to follow him. Because he was going to cause another accident.
Prosecutors say she blocked him in, went to his car, fought with him, and then shot him. John Fowler says Herring had a medical emergency and wasn't drunk.
And it was confirmed by our toxicology that he had nothing, no drugs, no alcohol in his system.
The judge denied bond after listening to the recording. Herring's sister didn't buy Payne's claim. Her brother pulled the trigger.
I think that's hard to believe.
And Payne's attorney asked the judge for a reasonable bond or to reinstate the $100,000 bond she had before. The judge obviously didn't buy that and ordered Payne held pending trial. We're live in Clayton County. Tom Jones, Channel 2 Action News.
Yeah, this woman is an idiot. She's an idiot. You cost your own self to get in trouble on this one because you told them you weren't going to follow them, but you turned around and fucked around and followed them anyways. And then try to lie, say the man man, Jesus Christ, this woman is an idiot. Just like George Zimmerman, this woman is an idiot. Excuse me. Little shit. Damn, excuse me. Herring was experiencing a medical emergency with Payne. When Payne, after following him for about a mile, cut him off and blocked him from driving, she got out of the car and attacked her with her gun. Eventually, bystanders say she shot Herring in the stomach and killed him. And the 911 tape played in court You can hear her screaming at Herring while the operator asks her to stay in the car. A video from a bystander shows Payne changing her clothes after allegedly shooting Herring to death. Prosecutors have debunked claims from Payne's old lawyer that Herring actually hit her car, setting her off in a rage. Police later confirmed that Herring did not hit Payne's car and have even questioned whether Herring's pickup truck was involved in the initial accident at all. Clayton County District Attorney Trey Graham Lawson said in court that Payne tried to present herself as a police officer. Yes, what we heard on the 911 tape, you try to like use a damn police officer, you fucking idiot. Excuse me. Where was I at? Yeah, she tried to present herself as a police officer during the situation. Shot orders that Herring, according to Dawson, said Payne sounded like cops on a TV show. The original story, a Georgia woman charged with murder claims she was simply acting as a Good Samaritan when she reportedly followed and killed a black senior citizen Tuesday. The Atlanta Journal, Constitution reports Hannah Payne, 21 at the time, told police that she followed Kenny Herring, 62 years old, after she claims they had witnessed him hit a car and flee the scene. The Fayetteville resident said she called 911, followed the elder man, and treaded behind his pickup truck for about a mile. WSB TV2 reports Payne not only tear Herring but boxed in his vehicle with her Jeep at an intersection in Clayton County. The police department reports the woman, who has a license to carry, grabbed her gun, got out of her vehicle, and confronted the Herring. An altercation ensued that led to the victim being shot. He later died due to complications from his wound. All we are at liberty to discuss at this point is during the struggle, the weapon was discharged, said Major Anthony Thurman. Although the investigation is ongoing, the Atlanta officer expressed that there was enough evidence from the scuffle to suspect the woman committed the murder. The incident is fairly reminiscent of the 2012 high-profile case of Trayvon Martin, who died after being stalked, shot, and killed by George Zimmerman. Although Payne's exchange with 911 has not been publicly released at this time. Thurman recanted a similar fact relevant to each case, stating that it is recommended that people stay in the car, let the officers respond and handle the situation. The police official also expressed that the minor damage Herring reportedly caused to the hit-and-run vehicle was not significant. Payne's attorney Matt Tucker claims. The victim also hit the defendant's car and alleged his client was acting out of self-defense. It just seemed like an unfortunate situation of a Good Samaritan trying to stop a person on a hit-and-run, said Tucker. Payne claims that Herring became belligerent and violent when she asked him to return to the scene of the crime. She had a ripped shirt, she had scratch marks on her, and should be fingerprints of his and hers on the gun. Her attorney continued she felt that she needed to pull the gun to defend herself, and it went off. Witnesses such as Nicole Jackson alluded to Payne as the aggressor. The onlooker reported to the police immediately after a physical altercation that she watched as the woman approached Herring with a gun and ordered him to exit his truck. All of a sudden, you hear a pow, and she got on her phone immediately and was like, he pulled the trigger. Jackson added, Heavy also reports an unidentified witness said the suspected agitator changed her entire outfit after shooting the man. She had a bad girl vest on, but after she shot him, she ran in the car, changed clothes, she put a pink little sweater on, she detailed. Christine Herring, the victim's wife, questioned Payne's story and expressed that she wants to see her do time in jail for the crime. Why would you get out? She said, referring to her stepping out of the car with a gun to confront her murdered husband. That means you weren't in no danger. You got out of your car to go to his car. I think she needs to go to jail because she's committed murder. You need to go to jail, she continued. Payne is charged with murder. without malice. She has been held, Jesus Christ. She has been held without bond in Clayton County Jail and is expected to return to court May 28 for preliminary hearing. And we got another clip right here. Let's play this clip.
He said that she shot a man during a hit and run confrontation. The man's wife says that she should have let police handle everything. Channel 2's Tom Jones live in Clayton County. So many people talking about this one, Tom, and police just told you the woman did call 911 before she shot the guy.
Yeah, Justin, I spoke to a police major here. He told me he hasn't had a chance to listen to the 911 call surrounding this incident, but he says 911 usually urges callers to stay put and let police arrive to handle the situation. The victim's wife says Hannah Payne should have done that night.
You have no bond.
21-year-old Hannah Payne had a pained look on her face when she heard she faces a murder charge. That's after police say she noticed 62-year-old Kenneth Herring hit a car and leave the scene Tuesday evening. Officers say Payne caught up with Herring at Riverdale Road and Forest Parkway and blocked him in with her car.
It just seems like it's an unfortunate situation of a Good Samaritan trying to stop a person on a hit and run.
Payne's attorney says she went to Herring's car with her gun to keep him from leaving again. Police don't see it completely that way.
An altercation then ensued between the two of them, and during the altercation, Mr. Herring was shot and killed.
Nicole Jackson says she saw Payne fighting with Herring, telling him to get out of his car.
All of a sudden you hear a pow, and she got on her phone immediately and was like, he pulled the trigger.
Police say Payne had called 911 before the shooting. Herring's estranged wife says Payne should have waited for officers.
Why would you get out the car until the police came? That would have been logical. If they told you to stay in the car, why would you get out? That means you wasn't in no danger if you got out of your car to go to his car.
Herring says Payne is a danger to the community.
I think she needs to go to jail because you committed murder. You need to go to jail.
And Payne faces a charge of murder without malice. Her attorney says she is licensed to carry and told him the gun went off during a struggle. She's being held without bond. We're live in Clayton County. Tom Jones, Channel 2 Action News.
Wow, fucking amazing. Fucking amazing. And that would be it for that. Look, at the end of the day, here's what it is. At the end of the day, this woman cost her own self to get in trouble. Okay, stay your punk ass in the car. Let that motherfucker go. I mean, excuse me. Let me rephrase that. Stay your ass in the car, because the accident had nothing to do with you. You want to be a good Samaritan, stay where the accident was. You made your 911 call. When the police get there, explain to them what happened. Okay? Stop trying to put on your cape and save people, because you cannot save everybody. Amen? No matter what skin color you are, you cannot save everybody. Okay? There was no reason for you to chase this man down at 21 years old, doing fuck shit, doing dumb shit. And see, people like you, I can understand why they say you are a danger to society. Because I guess you feel like since you can carry, you consider carry, or how the fuck you want to call it, you can misuse your power with that gun. But it ain't you, ma'am. It's a whole lot of you motherfuckers are like that. Since you can carry your gun, you misuse the power of conceal and carry. Amen. And that's what you did right here. You went and tried to play cop and robbers. A scuffle broke out. Now, here's my thing. Now, if it's true that you got out the car with your gun pointed at him, I don't understand why he got out the car and had a scuffle with you if that part of the story is true. But for what it sounds like, for what the black chick just said, nothing what you said in that was true. Nothing what you said in that is true. You made a poor judgment, and look at you now. And the fact that your attorneys even try to say that's self-defense, you know what I'm saying, baffles the hell out of me. But yes, I agree with them. You are the female version of George Zimmerman. Y'all will make the perfect couple. Two stupid motherfuckers. Two stupid motherfuckers that the law told y'all do not follow them. And both stories ended up the same fucking way. This fool didn't get no time. I think he got bonded out once or twice. I could be wrong on that. Look like you'd have got bonded out twice for this stupid ass shit. Wow. Wow. I'd like to thank you, brother, for bringing this story to my attention because I didn't hear anything about this and I don't remember nobody bringing it to my desk about this story. But I'm going to keep tabs on this story. I think her hearing this on May the 28th of this year. So thank you, brother. And actually, guys, like I said, he actually paid me to do this. You know, there's another story I got to do. Not sure if I'm going to get to it today. But there's another story he wanted me to do. And again, he paid me to do this, you know, just out of nowhere. He just said, hey, I'm going to break bread with you, bro. And the other day he hit me up and, you know, he sent money for me to do these stories. So hopefully I did a good job on this one, bro. And I will get the other one to you as soon as possible. But ladies and gentlemen, let me know what y'all think about this. You know, if y'all knew about this story, you know, hey, in fact, I'm gonna run a premiere on this and let this run, you know, because I didn't know I was gonna go this long with it. So hey, I guess I'll go ahead and run it as a premiere and let y'all hear what the fuck, let y'all hear everything that's going on, and y'all get y'all judgment on this. But in that though, it's your man Chris Thorns. We're gonna give me some more lemon water, you know, because it seems like it's doing a little bit of the trick, lemon water and whatnot, and now go back and check for me. Now I may come back live later because I have some updates on the Antoinette Roundtree story that y'all may gonna love, and she will be coming back on the show soon. So be on the lookout for that. It's your man Chris Thorns. Love y'all. Take care of yourself and each other, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.